Oh, one by one. Hello guys. This is Docm and I'm playing on the Mindcrack Server. At the moment, we are wandering through the jungle, through the woods, towards the desert, and this is where we left last time with an amazing Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan transformation. Oh. And yeah, I want to keep on building over there today a little bit. There's a roof that needs finishing and some small minor details that need some adding. And yeah, there we are, the four-man base. Many of you guys also suggested we should call it the Four Horsemen base, or the Four Horsemen we should call the whole group, because yeah, we're doing a racetrack and it would kind of make sense. Yeah. Makes sense. I'm not quite sure what I like better. I like the Foremans because it was so clever. Because, you know, it also means like the guy who calls the shots at a construction site, the Foremans, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Oop, I like that too, most definitely. And yeah, lots of stuff has been going on, and there's things we need to talk about. Let me quickly slice here. So, first of all, I want to talk about the charity event we are doing. It's the Minecraft charity event we do every year. It's going to be a 24-hour live stream on Twitch TV. All the info will be in the video description. You know, there's a page, extra live page, where you can check out, you know, the lineup, what we're gonna do. To shortly sum it up, there's gonna be a live UHC, and by donating, you can spectate that. We also have different live stream perspectives that can be unlocked. Mine is one of them. I didn't really push it yet or say anything much about it, but would be cool if you would go to the extra live page. I link in the video description, and go to my Docm thing. And I need to raise $777. I think we have 180 or something right now without me mentioning it really. And that would unlock my perspective from the live UHC. That means I would activate my live stream too, and you can watch through my eyes. You know, but we have gonna have teams, so there will also be an option to see what I do, but not directly. And it's the only way to see it. It's not going to be recorded or released later on and so on. So, you know, that's that. It's not going to be a full, real, official UHC. We're going to have a lot of guests. People can donate to buy some stuff for us in-game, but don't worry, it's not going to be a joke. People cannot spam us with diamond gear also. It's all in good fun, and it should be a great event. I'm really, really looking forward to that. Also, you know, as you know me, one thing I can do well is yeah, negotiate with sponsors and convince them of ideas, and I can yeah, convince them that of a certain vision I have, and it worked out really well. In case of Case King, wait, I need to produce some spruce wood. That's why I was picking up some spruce wood saplings here. Yeah. And they threw in a pretty hefty bundle. Yesterday I did a little unboxing video where I showed a new keyboard I got, a Ducky keyboard they gave me, just like that. Which was really nice of them, like when we were doing the recording session there in Berlin, you know, I could keep that stuff. So they said, yeah, we're going to do a bundle for the giveaway, of course. We want to help out that. That's nice. It's also a nice way to introduce us more to your community, to show them, you know, we are, you know, here with good intentions and stuff. So it all came together well. And they threw in a over $300 gaming bundle, like one of those 150 euros Zoe gaming keyboards, which are really slick and pretty rare, not so easy to get everywhere even. So they threw in one of these, then Ducky, that is, and then a Zoe gaming mouse. So it's a Ducky Shine 3 they threw in. A gaming mouse by Zoe, which is also pretty good. Nice Bitfenix headset, if I'm not mistaken, and a nice mousepad. In total, around 300 bucks, which is a nice price. And yeah, then I just talked to the guys of Rocket, Sebastian. I know him also for a while. He's the marketing guy of Rocket, which is a German game peripheral brand, also making more like high quality stuff. And they said, hey, that's cool, charity. We wanna pitch in too. It's a good cause. We want to help out. So they are gonna do a bundle too. And I told them what Case King threw in. So I'm assuming, they would somewhere be at the same level. Maybe, give us a keyboard, a mouse, and a mouse pad. And yeah, they also make really good stuff. So it wouldn't be a bad giveaway for sure as well. So pretty happy that worked out, and that's nice. When I can contribute with my skills as well to such a charity event and get some cool prizes. There's other amazing stuff, more personal stuff like signed things, and Mojang is also officially supporting the whole thing and pitched in with a bunch of prizes, jinx, and so on. So, you can win good stuff there just by donating, and, it's for charity, so it's a good cause. I think will be a great fun. So make sure to check out the website. I will link in the video description, the Extra Life page. Ori did put a lot of effort in it already, and put that all together and keeping us in line and keeping us posted with infos and doing most of the work there. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of props to Ori for really putting so much effort into that, and it will also be featured on the Twitch side, front page there, and so on. So it's a big thing and a nice way, not only UHC, of course, there will be all kinds of events playing on the server. There will be building games. There will be other games too, other than Minecraft. Others will be streaming. There's a whole schedule of people streaming all the time. So yeah, look forward to that. That was that one thing I wanted to talk about. So another thing has been happening that was rattling up the community. A lot of people heard about it maybe, talking about the acquisition of Minecraft. I don't think we're talking about Mojang, we're talking about Minecraft, but yeah, legal terminology back in force by Microsoft. It is a rumor as we speak right now. There's no confirmation, nor is a denial of it, or an official statement by Notch or anybody saying no, not happening at the moment. That is what worries a bunch of people, because the silence is kind of eerie, and you think, there might be something going on. Well, we don't know yet, and I don't want to, cause any panic or whatever, because in general, it doesn't necessarily mean. Let's talk about that beforehand. If Microsoft would acquire the rights to Minecraft, whoa, loud outside, planes going by and whatnot, what would that mean? We cannot tell 100%, but it would definitely not mean that all hell broke loose automatically now, right away. We saw examples where it went well. For example, on Halo or so, you can't really. Most people agree that Microsoft backed off there and let the guys do what they did before, the developers there with Halo. So that seemed to have worked out fairly well. So, we cannot really immediately assume, oh, snap, now all hell broke loose, everything will be horrible, and so on. I'm not a big fan of that. So we need to wait and see if it actually really happens. The point is, why? Why would it happen? And I have one theory for sure, and I shared that a little bit. I talked about that topic because I was concerned, and now don't call me, I don't know, I'm trying to take credit for anything here or so, but I saw it coming. I had this speech in one of the latest Mindcrack episodes where I talked about the EULA drama and reminded people of Notch's way of sometimes making decisions and being an emotional guy. And if you are close to Mojang, if you follow tweets, if you follow what they say, and if you're close to Minecraft in general, you will pick up certain things. You might pick up certain signals, you know, and I've been, you know, I'm a very sensitive guy. I have this intuitions and so on, and I felt the critique that was coming up, if it is justified or not. You know, I don't really want to um, judge there or so, but the critique that was coming up with the EULA and the latest drama with Bucket, and then some people literally attacking Notch personally, you know, saying you're worse than EA and things like that. Um, I can kind of, you know, if you have a YouTube channel, you understand the power of the masses fairly well. You understand that it is really hard for human beings sometimes to filter out what some people call the vocal minority, and it can affect you negatively. Not having any information here, it's pure speculation what I do right now, but I could really assume, you know, that the whole, I would call it bitching about the EULA at some point, because at some point, you know, everybody had a point, the arguments were laid out, but it turned into a hate mongering, circle jerking thing. And I know from my experience with Notch that he's an emotional guy, you know, so I'm not saying that it is 100% the case, but I would assume that it didn't help with Notch's attachment to Minecraft, because I have also this theory, you know, if you deliver such a masterpiece in your life, and you could tell it from some of not just tweets, I would assume that yeah, sometimes Minecraft also was a bit of a burden to him, because you know he struggled to come up with some kind of a meaning for his life. He didn't know really what to, you know, he tried a lot of projects, he tried this and that, and nothing would ever come close to Minecraft, I would assume. So it could be that it sometimes also turned into a burden of him. And some things he said in the past, like, you know, I would never sell or stuff like that, might not be valid right now anymore. And people then being so nasty, partially, you know, being really hateful at some points. And once again, I don't want to fight here with server owners or get in a crazy discussion about that. I'm saying I'm not blaming them now. Also, I'm just saying, you know, the whole mess of hysteria that came, and then also with the bucket drama closely followed up and so on, that sure didn't help, I would assume, you know, to kind of keep Notch cool. I mean, you know, not saying, well, now we cannot criticize Mojang or Notch for anything anymore, because then Notch will just sell out. I mean, I'm not saying that that is what is happening here. I think they are very well able to take criticism or so. But I think partially some people went overboard. It's just a phenomenon, you know, that sometimes happens on the internet when this shit storms build up, when hate really accumulates, and you know what I mean. So it sometimes has positive effects, you know, when you know people get really riled up about a certain situation, and then a lot of public pressure is created. Sometimes it works for governments, sometimes it works for big, I don't know, companies or other institutions. Like, for example, there was this scandal with a NFL player severely beating up his fiancée or wife. It was a big scandal now in the US. I'm pretty sure most of you guys watching from the United States heard about that. And it was also that, yeah, after public pressure was building up now, after, you know, people saw what really happened there, the guy got fired now, but before it really became public and public pressure was building up, the commissioner of the NFL, it almost looks like, you know, tried to, yeah, he gave him a, I think he was disqualified for 3 games, and that's it, and a fine of 500 grand or so, which is not a big deal for such a very well earning, yeah, yeah, NFL player, right? So you know, and then public pressure did something good there, and I mean, we kind of tolerate somebody who's beating women, you know, like, whoa, that almost costed a cactus. I mean, yeah, that's and my life. Holy crap. Yeah, that would not be tolerable, of course. So, yeah, I'm not saying in general, you know, making an uproar about something is bad, but I felt some of the reactions coming from the community were a bit over the top. And when, you know, we go into an area where people literally gave not death threats for making a game, I mean, then we go into an area where you really have to, you know, question yourself and go like, okay, you know, maybe not jump onto the hate train and, you know, keep on fueling it up with stingy comments. And, you know, sometimes it doesn't lead to expected results. Maybe in this case, the whole exaggerated drama was the thing that pushed Notch over the edge to decide, okay, I want to back off out of the project, which, again, if it happens, must not necessarily mean that it is the worst thing ever. You know, it could also mean that Mojang gets a bunch more funding, probably would hire a bigger developer team that could do more grindy work, and the creative masterminds behind the game, Dinnerbone and others, would get more free time to, or Jab, you know, to work on creative features for us. So, you know, don't always assume the worst and go into this doomsday scenario right away. We want to talk about a worst case as well. You know, what a bad case would be, like the numbers that are circling around are, yeah, literally insane. Well, it's a high number, you know, $2 billion. That is 2,000 millions. If somebody offers you that, you know, a lot of people might call you a fool if you would not accept that for a startup. I mean, that is the dream of many, you know, people in the startup industry, new markets and so on, to have a successful startup and, you know, eventually sell, and then, holy crap, what's going on here? You know, and then no longer have to worry about anything. Not so far always, you know, stood for the indie development community and so on. So he was also an ambassador there, and so far I think he liked his role there. But it can also be a grindy position if you have to be this white knight all the time. So I can also understand if he would no longer want to, you know, have this role. I mean, he took the role himself partially because also he was looking for some things he could do, you know, in life. But also the role was assigned to him, and if he wants to back out, chill on an island, and, you know, just grind away with his code, and, you know, go back to his quote unquote old life, who would blame him for that, right? In the long run, a lot of people. I mean, we need to make some room in here, yeah, and a floor and all. A lot of people would literally be called insane if they would pass on, let's say, yeah, such an amount of money we're talking about here, you know. So, yeah, hard to tell. Some people would definitely judge Nodge for it. They would say he's betrayed his ideals and so on. There would be a backlash. It would not just go over, and everybody would say, well, okay, you can understand Notch. Also, people would react to that and say, you cannot do this, you cannot sell out to your ideals. This is, in general, a correct statement, you know, of course, it's a correct statement, but life is not always black and white, and things are not easy. And especially, you know, if you are an emotional guy, or a guy driven by emotions, like Notch obviously is, or showed at least in many cases that he can be, yeah, in the end, he has to live with his decisions. It's not, you know, our business to judge him or to give him lessons what he's right or wrong in with his game in his life. We can just hope that if he sells, everything stays pretty much the same, and we will not see the worst case scenario, which we didn't talk about yet, which would probably be a so-called sell out of the brand, you know, which would include making everything possible that is marketable out of Minecraft. We're talking about all kinds of merchandising. We're talking about pretty much movies, action figures, you know, way beyond overhyping it, milking the brand as much as possible, and then eventually, you know, something can get overhyped and will be overhyped into oblivion, and then eventually die a slow death. You know, that's something you could imagine. You could imagine people in the community that are very, very crucial for the game, you know, that were doing a lot of mod development and so on, might feel alienated, might say, don't wanna stick around. I hate Microsoft for whatever reasons or whatever, you know, or never know. So that would be worst case scenarios that would be possible here, but I'm not assuming that that would actually happen. So here we would have wall, here we would still have wall, and I need to get up there and finish the roof. So I have to make it like this to get a symmetrical shape. I want to have this little stripe here in the middle, just to give a little bit more detail. And here would be wall, kind of. Need some oak wood, man. Okay, so we have a room here. It's not really necessary to have that in here, to be honest. It looks a bit deplaced. So, yeah, what else? Positive could also happen, you know, that there will be a Minecraft 2, you know, starting to be developed, which would be basically Minecraft. I don't see much changing in the gameplay, but completely reworked code. And we probably would be able to see some performance improvements and all. So, yeah, you know, would be an option. Would be a definite option. Okay, wait, I want to get stairs here. So, yeah, I'm not all, you know, all panicked about it. We will see. Maybe it will not happen at all. I have no information about it, you know. I have no insider information, like somebody telling me, okay, here, you know, this is what will happen. I think it might be real, as there is no official denial normally when stuff like that happened. Notch reacted to it quickly and was like, what is everybody talking about? I was chilling and my Twitter goes nuts. So, yep, I think it's definitely being considered within the company, and we might see it happen, and we shall see how things will develop. But I can just, again, plead in a way, yeah, call to terms, you know, don't go too crazy, don't go too aggro. I saw the communities riled up. I tweeted this morning, you know, said, oh my god, it was a bit sarcastic that, you know, it's the end of Minecraft as we know it when Microsoft would acquire Mojang, and this is a true statement. Things would change, but we don't know how. But you could see the reactions on it being mostly on the panicky side, or on a bit more of a like a negative side, saying, yeah, it's horrible, it's bad, it's just bad. But people didn't really bring up good arguments why it would be really bad or not. So yeah, we shall see. I am definitely looking forward to the discussion this time in the video description. And the comments, of course, you cannot type in the video description. I am eagerly awaiting what you guys have to say about the whole topics. And, you know, I, as you saw, took a bit of a positive approach, but you are also allowed to voice your concerns and so on. And, you know, everything should be heard. But I would like if you guys keep the discussion in a sensible level. You know, don't fight with each other. Listen to the opinions of the others. Try to be logical with your arguments, you know, and we will see what we will find out about it. It shall be interesting. It's it's quite, you know, stormy weather at the moment in Minecraft Paradise. We normally have it pretty peaceful and quiet in the community, but right now stuff's happening, and yeah, lots of change, lots of movement. We shall see how that plays out in the long run. We shall see. Right. So enough talk with that. Now let's talk about some more Minecraft. I have successfully found a seed for the Minecraft World Tour by the help of JL and Code Raider of the SipCrowd server. You know, Code wanted a seed finder for the SipCrowd where they were looking for quad witch huts, quad witch huts, and you know, by bugging them for a few weeks now, they finally sat down a few nights and adjusted the thing to my desires, what I told them what I need. And I cannot spoil it because the other people might then steal the idea, you know. So, but I was looking, you know, I had this plan for a certain seed, and the seed was found. It is the ultimate seed. What I can say is, I want to make the ultimate base. That's just my thing. I definitely want to do something like in the spirit of the second season of the World Tour with the first real perimeter and all. So more everything in one spot, because what I found out in the follow-up season, which was also a success, but I thought something was missing with that series. I couldn't really point my finger at on, and after a while now, I'm pretty sure what was missing there was that, let me see, that we had things spread out a bit. And with things not being in one spot and, you know, creating such a wow effect, I also had very massive builds in there, very crazy contraptions, and a lot of time went into the world. But it was not this, whoa, what the hell is this? When you know, every time you start the video. And this effect we had in the previous season, and definitely is one thing I was really, you know, thinking about a lot, and what we need to do to ensure that effect, and that is we need to be at one spot, but the spot needs to be the perfect spot. So we parsed through 10,000 of seeds with the tool, and after quite a few hours, because the specifications I had were pretty insane, we found 2-3 seeds, a few seeds, and yeah, there's one that I would consider pretty much a perfect seed for a fully automated crazy base setup. And yeah, that's all I can say to that. And I'd say I have said enough. We put in the roof here, adding a few more details to the build. Now I'm liking it. I think that was the final touches. And we also have a roof now to protect ourselves from mobs falling in. Just need to make sure, I don't know, maybe we can have some stuff here in the rooms. We talk to the guys. I wanted to build an automatic furnace station here soon. That was my plan. Maybe we do that for the next episode right away, so we get something to work here and make life easier. And I really like how the inner room here, you know, turned out as well. Kind of this cool cave here. Really feels cozy. Definitely want to do something in a Mesa biome too when the new World Tour starts. Just have a cave like that. And by the way, last time I talked about Cooper PD. That is the place called in Australia. I saw a documentary about it when I said there's people in Australia literally living in caves like that. Of course, some people misunderstood it. I never said all Australians live in caves, man. How the hell you guys come up with that stuff? I said there is a place, and I forgot how the name is called, and now I was reminded about it in the comments, Cooper PD, where people actually looking for opal and living in such caves. Do you really think I think all people in freaking Australia live in caves, man? Australia is one of the lands of my dreams. I always dreamed about living there at one point, but the internet is so shitty, so yeah, no option at the moment. So yeah, guys, that's it. Make sure to check out the charity. Make sure to check out the room tour. It was a pretty cool video. You can also see some of my setup here, how I record and stuff. Make sure to comment about the recent drama about the Microsoft acquisition. What do you think? And make sure to stay awesome as always. I'm out, guys.